Abraham Maslow. The Mind Map of Human Potential, Maslow's Ideology. In a century shaped by war and doubt, Abraham Maslow looked toward hope. He believed that every human being carries within an inner force that seeks growth, beauty, and truth. He called it the hierarchy of needs, a map of motivation rising from the roots of survival to the summit of transcendence. At the base lie the physiological needs: air, water, food, sleep, and health, the foundation of life itself. Above them stands safety, stability, protection, order, and freedom from fear. When security is found, the heart turns toward love and belonging, family, friendship, intimacy, and community. Then comes esteem, the need for respect, recognition, and self-confidence. And beyond that, self-actualization, the drive to realize one's highest potential. To Maslow, life's greatest purpose is to become who you truly are. But the pyramid did not end there. Later, Maslow added its hidden crown, self-transcendence. Beyond personal fulfillment lies a deeper calling: to connect, to serve, and to unite with something greater. He believed that human motivation is not just to fill emptiness, but to grow toward wholeness. Every person holds within the possibility for greatness. What a man can be, he said, he must be. Maslow's vision was not a theory of power, but a hymn to human potential. The critique of Maslow's system: no vision stands without shadow, and Maslow's pyramid was not without its cracks. Scientists questioned its foundation. Where was the proof? His hierarchy lacked empirical evidence, a structure too fixed for the fluid complexity of human life. People do not climb neatly from hunger to transcendence. They move in spirals, falling, growing, returning again. Critics saw scientific limitations, a static model, linear in form, that ignored the nonlinear rhythms of real experience. Human needs are dynamic, not mechanical. Others saw philosophical weakness. Maslow's optimism, they said, neglected suffering. He celebrated light, but overlooked the shadow, the darker emotions that shape the human soul. His idea of transcendence was vague, its language poetic, but hard to test. Some called his model culturally biased, born from Western individualism, focused on the self rather than the collective. In a world of inequality and diversity, one hierarchy cannot define all humanity. The pyramid, they argued, was too narrow, a vision of success measured by self-fulfillment, not by compassion or justice. Yet even his critics admitted Maslow awakened something profound. He reminded psychology that numbers alone cannot measure meaning, and that science without soul is incomplete. Maslow's contributions and legacy. After the storm of doubt, Maslow's light still shines. He built not only a pyramid, but a bridge between science and spirit. He gave birth to humanistic psychology, the third force that looked not at illness, but at health, creativity, and the beauty of becoming. Where Freud studied pathology and Skinner studied control, Maslow studied wholeness. He believed that people are inherently good, driven by an inner urge toward growth and authenticity. This became a new direction in psychology, a study of potential rather than disease. At the heart of his vision stood the hierarchy of needs, not as a ladder to climb, but a mirror of the human journey, from survival to safety, love, esteem, self-actualization, and finally self-transcendence. It charted the unfolding of consciousness itself. Maslow's map inspired the human potential movement, a generation of thinkers, artists, and healers who believed that each person carries a seed of greatness. He taught that growth is not the absence of fear, but the courage to rise beyond it. In his later years, Maslow went further still, beyond the self. He spoke of peak experiences, moments of unity where joy becomes awe and the personal merges with the universal. This was self-transcendence, a spiritual awakening born from being fully human. He envisioned a psychology of hope, one that heals through meaning, that sees people not as problems to fix, but as possibilities to unfold. His influence reached far beyond psychology, into education, art, culture, and leadership. He showed that the study of the mind could also be a study of the soul. Maslow's final message was simple yet eternal. Within each of us lies a hidden potential waiting to awaken. The purpose of life is not merely to survive, but to grow, to love, and to become whole. Because what a human being can be, they must be. Break the pattern. Expand your mind.